Halos kasabay ng pagpayag ng Kongresong i-extend pa ng isang taon ng martial law sa Mindanao ang paalaala ng 5 buwang bakbakan sa Marawi. Sa Philippine Army Headquarters sa Taguig, sinaksihan ng Pangulo ang pagsira sa mga armas na nakumpiska mula sa mga terorista sa giyera sa Marawi. Dinaanan ng piso ng mga armas para hindi na ito magamit muli. Iprinisinta sa Pangulo ang pira-piraso ng armas. Sa kanyang talumpati, pinasalamatan ng Pangulo ang Kongreso sa pagpayag na i-extend ang martial law sa buong 2018.
I would like to thank Congress for understanding the plight of the Filipino.
Kailangan daw talaga ang martial law dahil kung wala ay mahihirapan ang gobyerno na habulin ng mga teroristang grupo, kasama na rito ang komunistang New People's Army. Hindi na itinago ng Pangulo kung saan niya gagamitin ang martial law na in-extend ng Kongreso. May babala siya sa New People's Army.
The reality, pag 1 year, pag continuous ang bakbakan, maubusan talaga ng tao yan pati bala. At may maroon ako mga attack helicopters. Kayo ang papapagpaktisan ko. Ko pag na doon sa taas, pag nakita ninyo yan, terrorist ba? Sabihin mo pa, aristuhin na pa. Praktisan ninyo kaagad kung patayan pala ang gusto ninyo. Hindi.
Tinanong natin ang Pangulo kung pwedeng maging buong bansa ang sakupin ng martial law kalaunan.
All options are on the table. There's only one rationale there. The existence of the Republic of the Philippines.
Kagabi naman sa Christmas party ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte kasama ang Malacanang Press Corps, nagbabala ang Pangulo ng mga pag-atake mula sa mga bandido at teroristang grupo.
Sabi ko kay Presidente Arroyo, sabi ko, Ma'am, ayaw ko na pumunta dyan sa airport. Every time I go there, pinapawisan ang kamay ko. I get nervous, not really. Talagang takot. Hindi sabihin na just like an ordinary mortal. Just put to your notice that we are not over the hump as yet. Marawi is just a signal, one plus point. But Mindanao is really a plus point. Sulu, and some other places. Cotabato, Maguindanao.
Kumalat na raw sa iba pang lugar ang mga planong aktibidad ng mga terorista kasama ang paglulunsad ng mga atake at pambobomba.
Just be patient and you'll get the action you need.
Good evening. The two chambers of Congress approved the extension of the declaration of martial law in Mindanao. Here's why from Grace Casid.
With 240 affirmative and 27 negative votes, the extension of martial law in Mindanao has been formally approved during the Congress joint session today. During the session, some senators and Mindanao lawmakers opposed and questioned the legality of the proposed extension for another year.
We do not need martial law in Mindanao. We need better military intelligence.
We believe that the continued imposition of martial law and the extension of martial law up to December 31 of next year does not find basis under the Constitution and is in fact unconstitutional.
In Section 18 of Article 7, where the power or prerogative to extend the original period of 60 days as declared by the President rests with Congress. The matter of determining how long it may be rests with you, with the Congress, not with the President. It's the President who will initiate, but it's the Congress who will decide.
However, Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea and Martial Law Administrator Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana both explained that the government should not waste time, claiming that the enemies are moving fast.
Despite the death of Hapilon and the Maute brothers, the known leaders of the Daesh-inspired Da'al-Watul Islamiyah, Waliyatul Masrik, or the DIWM, remnants of their groups have continued to rebuild their organization through recruitment and training of new members and fighters, and conduct financial and logistical buildup in central Mindanao in preparation for a new wave of attacks.
The reports now, Mr. President, is that they are actively recruiting again. Actively recruiting some of the Muslim youths in the area And that is what we are saying, that the rebellion actually has not stopped. It just moved to another place.
Yes.
The existing martial law in Mindanao and the suspension of writ of habeas corpus or the enforcement of warrantless arrest will last until 31st of December of 2018. Grace Casin, UNTV News and Rescue, House of Representatives.
Meanwhile, Malacanang welcomes the immediate approval of Congress of the request of President Rodrigo Duterte to extend the declaration of martial law in Mindanao for another year. With this, the palace calls on the public to support the government in suppressing rebellion in the southern region of the country. Malacanang claims the acts of rebellion in Mindanao is being committed by terrorists, communists, as well as their supporters and financiers. The palace also urges the public to help ensure the continuous rehabilitation of the war-torn Marawi City. Malacanang notes maintaining security in the country is not just the obligation of the government, but of every Filipino as well. For some senators, the public has nothing to worry about in the decision of Congress to approve the request of President Rodrigo Duterte to extend existing martial law in the southern part of the country. However, some lawmakers seek to bring to the Supreme Court the issue on the recently approved extension. Nel Maribuhok will tell us why.
The House of Representatives Makabayan Black has expressed grave concern over the decision of Congress to extend for another year the military rule in Mindanao. With this, the opposition group wants to bring the matter to the Supreme Court or SC.
We will question this in the courts. We will question and we will resist this in the streets.
Gaya ng tinura ng mga resource person, psychological war ito. Ang laban sa ating mamamayan, hindi ito usapin ng public safety. Gusto nilang magkaroon ng state of fear.
This is also what the Senate's minority bloc plans to do.
Bring the issue to the Supreme Court, raise the factual basis for the extension of martial law because there is no actual uprising, no armed conflict that will justify the extension of the imposition of martial law.
However, some senator believes the public has nothing to worry about in the decision of Congress to approve the request of President Rodrigo Duterte, especially since the senators say there have been no reported human rights violations in Mindanao during the existing military rule.
In a way, it's a blessing in disguise. Kasi nga, yung consciousness, yung awareness ng mga tao na mayroong martial law, nakatuon yung paningin natin, yung attention natin sa security forces natin. So mas makakabawas pa nga sa mga possible abuses.
Where have been the abuses? Where have been the confirmed abuses? We asked for a briefing sa CHR. There have been no confirmed abuses.
According to Senate President Aquilino Coco Pimentel, the Congress will not allow the executive department to abuse the rights lawmakers and senators gave them.
If there is no justification, then you can expect Congress or the Senate to oppose the imposition of martial law.
National Security Advisor Secretary Hermogenes Esperon also allays fears over the alleged possibility of declaring military rule in the entire country.
Kasi dito sa Visayas at Luzon, karamihan dito, kayang-kaya na yung insurgency dito ay kayang-kaya na ng maliitang deployments.
Esperon also emphasizes that the decision of Congress is huge help to them in achieving long-lasting peace in the region of Mindanao. Nel Maribuhok, UNTV News and Rescue, House of Representatives.
The proposed extension of martial law in Mindanao draws mixed reactions from the residents in the region. Here's why from Mai Bermudez.
Residents who evacuated from Marawi City expressed their opposition to the proposed extension of martial law in Mindanao. For Emma and Samira, the martial law extension will only make the situation worse for the residents in the area.
Kawawa ang mga tao kapag may martial law. Walang anak buhay. Kami nakakain ng kami nitong imip eh.
Kawawa kami, ma'am. Kung dito lang talaga kami nakatira sa tinitirahan namin mga ibak at saka yung umbis. Kasi kailangan namin talaga, ma'am, makuha yung sa amin, ma'am. Makabalik kami sa lugar namin.
Norhana Bagel, another evacuee from Marawi City, is still undecided on the issue.
50-50 para sa akin. Yun nga yung 50% ko na para dun sa mga sundalo. Yung 50% para kasi yun sa safety namin. Safety na rin. Na hindi kayo? Hindi na ulit pumunta dun yung mga ISIS.
It has been almost 2 months since Marawi City has been liberated from the terrorist group Maute. But until now, some evacuees have yet to return to their homes. On the other hand, Julius Demetrio, a resident of Butuan City, favors the martial law extension.
Malaking tulong po yan para sa seguridad ng mga mamamayan namin dito sa Mindanao. Hindi naman dito sa Butuan kasi wala namang mga kaguluhan dito, pero sa mga medyo malalapit na mga bayan ay may nangyayari pong mga kaguluhan. Para hindi lang po sa mga armadong grupo, hindi naman po sa mga sa droga, tungkol sa droga po.
Even local officials in Tagum City also expressed their support for the proposed extension of martial law in the whole of Mindanao, as the issue and security is at stake.
Diri sa Mindanao, obserbasyon ako na may daghan yung terorista, no? Bisag asa nam kun asan.
Meanwhile, the head of the 1001st Brigade believes that martial law extension will be of great help in their operation in the area.
It is better because it will further deter yung mga hostile plans ng mga different terrorist groups in Mindanao. And ang isang magandang doon maibigay sa amin is yung mas lalo po nating ma-enhance yung security posture ng lahat ng mga security forces.